This is the Iron Trader. It is Thursday morning, so we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have the old crude ski, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, before we get started on natural gas, the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. And on Friday at 1 p.m., the rig count will be out for crude and for natural gas. Also today is February 1st, which means it's the OPEC meeting. Now, they have the cuts that they're using are 2.2 million barrel per day. And the information I've been getting here is that they are holding to that cuts very, very closely. They want to get oil higher. So realistically, you're still in the shoulder season. So what you have here is just look for opportunities here to go extremely long, because I think you're going to have oil is going to be much, much higher here come the springtime and summertime. All right, let's get started here. What do we have? The daily chart. Look at here. All right, what do we got? All right, now, what do we have? Okay, so we rallied up very nicely, but you had a big red candle, and where did you go? Right in here to your key level, 79.19, and basically 79.36, your 100-day. Could not get through those levels. It stopped it just like a brick wall. Okay, then what we had is we had a really nice trading day here. It went all the way down, but you held that key 8 SMA. That was the time to say take a nice trade. Now, the high ended up at 78.14, and then yesterday's high was 78.11, so you had yourself a double top with a lower high. Never good. Big-ass red candle going on. Now, what was yesterday's low? It was 75.52. Today's low so far, 75.44. Now, you can see where it tried to rally up here, but so far could not get through this key level, 76.51. That is going to be very, very crucial. So far what we have is we have like an indecision candle, so we got to see which way it's going to go. So let's just take a look. Okay, what we need to do is you need to get 76.51 and close above. That's the key, is closing above. If you can do that, then what we do is we'll come up to this 50 SMA, you're sitting at 77.43, and then we have your 77.55 is your 200-day. Now you can see that's very, very strong resistance. Now again, if we can get above that, then we'll come right to this top of this candle. You're looking at 78.14. We have 78.26. We have your retest there of 79.29. Then your big target is going to be your 79.36. But you also have this 21-day at 79.19, which is basically rolling over, which will keep the price on down. So it might, if it does rally up, it might not even get to that 79.29. Now, downside, what do we want to look? Well, what we always want to do is we'll look at this candle. You're looking at 75.85. We have 75.52, and then we have today's low so far at 75.44. Okay, so you can see here, when you take the candles going all the way across here, you can see where your support levels are. So you look at the top of that candle, you look at the top of that candle. Okay, so when you bring that over, see your support line very, very nicely. Okay, so you always want to look to the left of your chart. Okay, so when you have that support, you can just see all the tops of these candles here are giving it the key support. Now, if that is lost, then bottom line, this is where you're going. You go to this 21 SMA at 74.20, and then what we have here is you have your 50-day at 73.21, but right ahead of that is we have your key level at 73.95. So if you take this 73.95 and that 74.20, you're basically looking around the 74 area, which is, so if it spikes down, that's what you're looking for, and then if it goes just a little bit lower, you're looking at 73.71. So all the key support levels are sitting right there. Now, it would be really actually very nice if this fell all the way down to this level here, that 74 level. That would be a great, scalping opportunity. But, we have to trade what's in front of us, not what we want. Okay, so again, somehow this is all lost. All right, then we follow the candles on down. So what we'll do is we'll look at this candle. You're looking at 72.99. We look here, you're looking at 72.56. We have 72.10. You have 71.23, and then we have this nice double bottom action, 70.50. See, along with that candle, 70.47 with that higher low. That would be your target level. Again, if that's lost, then we'll come to here. You're looking at 70.13, and then you have your big retest down here, which is 69.28. Okay, so again, but that's if this is all lost. But I like to just point that out to you just in case. You know, I'm saying it's case it just falls off a cliff here for whatever reason. You know, then we know what the target's level. So today, what you want to watch here is watch this key level. This is 76.51. If we can get above that, we look right here at your 77.43 and 77.55. Those will be your target levels on the upside. On the downside, watch today's low, 77.44. If that is lost, we come here to your 21-day, 74.20. We have your 8 SMA here, 73.94, and then your 50-day right below it at 73.71. Now we look at the RSI. Well, you're looking good. That can go either way here. There's no divergence here or anything here because you had a high, you had a lower high. Same thing here. There's nothing there. This is still bullish. Your green is above your red. Still looking very good. This is the one that I'm watching here very closely. This is your MACD here on your weekly. They're back kissing again. They're very tight up against there, but that green needs to crash above that red. Once it does, then she can rip very much higher, okay, situation here. So basically here, this 8 SMA is coming down, very nice. It's curling up. So any kind of a, you know, if it comes all the way down, just like with this candle here, and you close above that key 8 SMA here, that's still a very bullish pattern situation. If that is lost, well, you know you have your 71.83 right below it. But if you look at this 200-day, you see how it's nice is rising right on up here, okay? And then this 8 SMA here is curling up. That's always a very good bullish sign. And then when we had a low here, higher low, and then you had a high, lower high, higher high, see you had that nice wedge coming on down, okay? So, and now you can see I say where it broke up above the wedge, the key is it just needs to get above that 50-day, that 200-day, and then this, you have a nice 21-day up there, and then you have a 100-day. So we got to see how this is all going to shake right on out. All right, let's take a look here at old natural gas. All right, here we have natural gas, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Okay, so remember again, the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. You had a huge draw last week there, over 300 billion cubic feet. So we got to see what's going to happen here, but I don't think the weather was just as bad. However, now North Dakota is still shut down because that cold weather is not an instant they can get this restarted. That might take a couple of weeks here yet. So let's just look at the chart. So 2.168. Okay, so what do we always, I told you, look at this candle right here. You had 2.16. Okay, see, that's your gap, and then you have to come all the way up here for your fill area. But when we look at this candle here at 2.168, you went 66. You went all the way up to 2.168. See, so that's all you have to do is just draw that right across, so you know pretty much where your resistant area is going to be. This is why you trade the charts. However, okay, your price channels now are 2.09 and 2.168. So you moved up here from this low, and your price channels are graduating up here. Now, again, this is only an hourly chart, so they are going to graduate a little quicker. The key here now here on the downside is you want to hold this 2.10 area, and then you want to go that 2.09 area. If that's lost, you can come all the way down here. Okay, you got basically 2.05 here. We have there's your 2.05 here, and then we can come down to your 2.049, and then you have the retest here at 2.037. On the upside, you want to watch that 2.139, and then we want to watch that 8 SMA here at 2.45, and then you have your nice retest up there at 2.168. Right above that, you have a nice level at 2.18, and then you can rally all the way on up here to your 2.136. However, the key is going to be this 2.168 because it lines up very nicely here with the 2.166. So now the charts are starting to build up here where you have a good trading ability here. So this is looking very good. Just takes time after that contract roll. Okay, so when you look at the 4 hour, well, pretty much the same thing here. So you want to watch that price channel. Okay, see that's that price channel. But now you can see where that price channel is starting to square off. Okay, that's always a good sign versus just coming right straight down. So that price channel is starting to square off. So if you can get above that, you got some really, really nice targets up here that you can actually go to here. Okay, so here's that 2.31. Here's the 2.32 level. These are nice, going to be very, very nice targets. And then we can come up to this candle here, basically at 2.42, which is that gap fill. The key is you have to get above that 2.16 here for this to get higher. But now you're starting to build the charts up where you can actually read something and you can actually trade. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a week. Okay, here we have your daily chart. Okay, so you can see where you had the big gap all the way down. Okay, so you have 2.42, and then we have your fill sitting at that 2.16. And you had just a little bit smidge higher. But now we have a nice sideways action. If you can get above this 2.16 level here, then we'll come to the bottom of this candle, 2.23. We come here, 2.27, 2.29, and then we'll come over to this candle, which is basically 2.31, like we showed you on the hourly, and your 2.32. Again, you know, before you hit that level there, there is other resistance. So you have, look at the low, you have 2.38, and then we have your 2.4 a level, and then we come up to your 2.32. So this is your gap, and there's your fill, and eventually that will get filled. The key is here now is this 8 SMA, but you can see how this is rolling over, 2.36. This is going to create havoc here on the way up as the price rallies up here. Even though you had this big topping tail, see where it ran up here, but that 8-day held it up. And then when this candle here, but this was when you had that going into that contract roll here, this is like, it just was just crazy. I mean, it was great scalping, but it just acted nuts. But you can see where it finished below the 50, it finished below the 21-day here. Okay, so, and then didn't take much here to get right below that 8 SMA here. Now, when you look at your RSI, well, you got plenty of room here, but I want to show you something here, which is very, very good. Now, see the divergence? You got a low, okay, and then right here, you got a low. Over here, you have a lower low, but you look at this RSI is a higher low. See that? Positive divergence. Okay, so it's going to be a matter of time. These are wait for the charts to shake out here that this natural gas will go much higher. Now this weekend, I put a new weekend edition, and we're going to go over all the seasonality charts here. We're going to do the crude oil, the natural gas. We're going to do all the indexes on seasonality, exactly what's going to happen here from now on, going on, you know, through the whole year. So we'll be able to explore that, and then I can show you exactly when natural gas actually is going to start rallying here on a seasonality basis. Now, here we have your weekly chart. So you really need to get it above that price channel. That's that 2.235, which is basically this level here. If we get back inside that, then we can be back in the game here on that. Now, again, if this is lost, this 2.037, then we have a nice target here of 1.946. That will be your big target, I should say here. Okay, so it's your RSI here do nothing here, your MACD here just pinned together here. So we got to wait till these charts to get. So basically today, what we want to do is you want to always watch the high and low of the previous day. That's for sure. But we want to watch the top of that candle at that 2.16. If you can get above that, then we have nice targets up here. And possibly you can get this fill going on here at that 2.42. Now, not going to obviously going to happen today, but if you can start getting into that gap with the price and headed towards this 8 SMA, that'd be a really, really good start, I should say. You know what I'm saying? So again, now your MACD is still bearish here. Your green is below your red. But again, that can always turn here very, very easy. You just had that big drop off from that contract roll here. Okay, so just watch that EIA report here. You might get a little bit of movement here on that trading natural gas. Now, natural gas here, I'll be looking for a scalp here on UNG if we can hold some of the support levels here. And if not, then we'll be looking at the KOLD and do a little short ski on it. Okay, I'll have more for you on the crude and natural gas, a little bit more in depth after the pit close at 2:30. Thanks for watching.